Welcome back, everybody. So, just wanted to kind of show you something here that I picked up on the Black Friday sale they were having. And I'm sure you saw, advertisements on various channels about them, but this is the first time of me handling any Roaring Fire gear. So, we'll talk about these real quick. So this is going to be the, what do they call that? The Ember Pro, I do believe they call that. And then this is the Armadillo mini tool roll, I believe it's called. So let's go ahead and take a look at these things real quick. This probably won't be a really long video, but I just wanted to kind of show you these things because they are pretty neat. So, they're going to basically follow, this wise, going to follow basically a lot of the other companies' models as far as, kind of like what a Maxpedition or VanQuest or, some of the other companies there, or even the cheaper, Chinese made ones off Amazon. They all kind of follow the same model, but one notable difference about this particular pouch, well, it has several, but right off the bat, this shock cord on the front here, most of them don't have that, so that is pretty neat. Of course, you could store quite a bit of things underneath of this that you couldn't on the other ones without adding, something to hold it there. A lot of things you could put under that, a folding saw or, a little, if you had a smaller size tarp, you might be able to get it under there, but, things like that, maybe even a hatchet or, basically anything you wanted. And then, of course, you do have your MOLLE here that also would allow attachment of other things, but you also have a pocket in the front as well, just like on most of the others, except most of the others have a mesh in the front, whereas this one obviously is just a regular pocket with a Velcro closure. So that is pretty neat. I do like all those features. One feature though I would like to see is a little bit bigger of a grab handle. I mean, this is good. I definitely like the way they folded it over and stitched it versus just leaving it flat. But just a little bit bigger would be good. I mean, that's not, too small. I mean, it's plenty big and easy enough to grab onto. But I would like to see it a little bit bigger. And then, of course, going to the back, you've got your MOLLE webbing there for attachments. And some little ones down here, although I'm not 100% sure what a person would use these for. I suppose, again, maybe using them in attachment. Like I say, if you're going to attach this to a backpack, you could run a cord through that to, maybe attach a hatchet or something, to the back or to the bottom. I'm not entirely sure, but if you guys have any ideas on what that's for, let me know below, because I'd like to know exactly what those are for, because I've seen those on other packs. So, and jumping into it here, and of course I've staged some items in here. Nothing special, but this would be a good little pouch to, you could make this up into like a little bushcrafty kind of pouch, or a little medical pouch, or EDC, or even a little toolkit for the car. It has quite a bit of room in it, not necessarily as much room as some of the bigger, like Maxpedition, like the Beefy and a few other models they have. They are a little bit bigger, but you still get plenty of room in here to put quite a few items. Now, of course, I don't obviously have this packed full. You could fit a lot more than what I have in here, but just a few items to kind of show you what kind of size you're working with here. I mean, right now there's my Silky Pocket Boy saw, which this is the 170, so it's the bigger of the Pocket Boys. A little hydro blue filter, some Yuko matches, a Victorinox one-handed trekker, a little Exotac fire sleeve that's got the Bic lighter in it, you know, a little ferro rod, some bank line. I've got a little headlamp here, which actually this is just a Smith & Wesson brand headlamp, but I like it because it is rechargeable. It's fairly bright. I can't remember the exact lumens on it, but it's fairly bright, and it's small. That's what I like about it. It's really small. Like, you don't even know you're wearing this thing on your head. But going on to this though, pull that out so you guys can see. You've got two larger webbing pockets here, then you've got three smaller ones on the front. Well, actually it's split up into four. Let's see if you can see that. Pull that out. See, it's split up into four. Actually, we'll just take all this out. I always run it through like that. That way you don't have to worry about losing it. But right here, you've got two larger ones and two smaller ones, and that one just happened to fit the ferro rod there just perfect. And also, of course, you've got the pockets in the back, which I don't have anything in this pocket. And then over here, going to the other side, basically the same setup on your webbing over here as you have over here, but also another pocket back there, a little piece of fat wood in there. So that's pretty neat. You do have a loop, a paracord loop in here and a paracord loop here that comes with this little strap here that, of course, you could set that up in multiple different configurations. So that's pretty neat there. And something else you may have noticed when we were looking, the Pro has, I should say, another zipper pocket in the back. Now the regular one, the regular Ember, does not have the double zippers. It's just a single zipper. But back here, it's got that plasticky mesh that seems like it would be pretty tough to me. You know, so I just threw a few items in here, you know, just to kind of represent what you could do with it. You know, I have a little electrical tape there, some bandages, you know, like Band-Aids in that one. A little bit of Celox over here, some wet ones, wipes, some chapstick, you know, just to kind of get an idea. And all these pouches and packs and everything made by Roaring Fire, they actually make it with pretty good quality materials. They use Cadora fabric and YKK zippers, and I mean it seems pretty sturdy and durable. And another nice thing about these Roaring Fire gear pouches is they're actually lifetime warranty. And that is something that you do not hardly see with most of these manufacturers, you know, even the bigger name brand, you know, such as Maxpedition and VanQuest and the others, they don't offer a lifetime warranty. They have a warranty, but not lifetime. So that definitely made me want to check these guys out and just see, because even if the quality isn't, you know, 100% the best, it does have a lifetime warranty. So if it doesn't hold up, no problem, you'll get another one. So, but we'll see how they work out. So moving on from the Ember Pro, here we've got the mini roll here. And of course they do make these in two sizes. Like I say, this is the mini. The full size is going to be, you know, something like that from best I could tell. And of course, obviously I don't have it, but I got the small one. And it is going to have a couple of Velcro fields here. Now, something I would have liked to have seen on this also, just in case anybody from Roaring Fire happens to see this, I think they kind of lost out on some real estate here. I think they definitely should have put a Velcro panel right across there too. You know, if you did want to put any kind of patches or identifiers on this, I mean, only thing you're going to really be able to put here is like name tape size patches, and that's going to be about it. So would have liked to have seen that. So, and also I think it would have been nice to have went ahead and included a few rows of MOLLE panel on the back as well as the bottom. That way, if you did want to strap this to something or to something else, it wouldn't be very hard to do it, like that. Now, granted, you could use these straps that, wrap around the whole thing to attach it to Molly. You could very easily do that, but it might be just nicer to have those. So that's something else I would like to see. But other than that, I've definitely liked the little thing here. And it has, a little carry strap for your shoulder, which is nice. I like that. Another, grab handle, which this one's good size, and they've actually padded it out a little bit here with some extra fabric, and that's nice. So that's a good deal. And then, of course, to open this thing, you just pop these open, which, of course, you can see, no problem there. And then this thing would just fold out. Oops, turn it around this way. So, how I've got this thing set up is I've got this thing set up to be a cleaning kit and maintenance kit. So I've just kind of thrown some things in here as well. I've got a towel in here, and this is a big thick towel too. That is a little cleaning kit. It's for phones, mainly, but it's got some really small little brushes in there that work really good, for getting into spaces that, a brush of this size might not get into. So as you can see here, you've got kind of some larger size pockets down here and some smaller ones as well. And then, of course, your webbing that goes across there to slip items down in. Now, being this one is the mini, it's not as big. Of course, the larger one, the pockets would be larger, the web would be larger as well. But I kind of thought the mini would work out real good for my purposes. And so far, so good. I've got not all my sharpeners, but I've got a range of sharpeners in here, and including the Work Sharp field sharpener in there. Of course, that thing fits in there just fine, no problem. Little diamond rod, ceramic rod. And of course, in here, I've got a couple other stones that I just didn't really want to put in here. But, in here, it's a little Arkansas stone there. And of course, I have all kinds of oils and solvents and brushes and all of that kind of good stuff in there, because like I said, this works perfect. And this is something that I haven't seen anybody else mention. But I keep this towel in here so I can lay it out. That way, if I'm doing anything like that, I have that towel. Well, that's one nice thing about this tool roll, because it has this flap to cover all your tools, so when you roll it up, everything stays in and it can't come out. But also, it doubles really nice for a cleaning mat, just like that. If you were to be, doing anything like this, cleaning your knives or maintaining things, then you could use that, and that would actually work out real good. It'd give you a nice, good, clean surface, and you wouldn't necessarily lose any small parts. Say you were to be taking your things apart, for maintenance and such and cleaning. So that's pretty neat, I think. And to me, it's just a really cool little kit. And the nice thing is, you can have everything right there ready to go. So that way, what I have is I have my bug out bag sitting, right there. And then I have this sitting right next to it, along with some other stuff, to where if it was a grab and go situation, you could just, grab your bug out bag, throw it on, grab this in one hand, grab something else in the other hand, and off you go. So I kind of like it. I think it works out pretty good. So So anyways, yeah, I just thought I'd show that to you guys. I think they were on the sale. I do believe, don't quote me on it, but I think it was right around maybe $56, I'm thinking. So, I mean, yeah, that's a little bit pricey, however, I mean, that is pretty comparable in price, at least, we'll say on the Ember Pro. That's pretty comparable in price to, like I said, some of the other larger name competitors out there. And those competitors don't offer a lifetime warranty again, like Roaring Fire does. So that's a definite plus in my opinion. So let me know what you guys think about it, or if you've messed with any of the Roaring Fire gear stuff or any of that. I think I might end up getting their backpack to try out. I think it's a 45 liter. I could be wrong about that, but maybe it's not a 45 liter. Maybe it's I don't know. Anyway, but it's about $45. I know that. So, but again, it has a lifetime warranty on it as well. So might be worth checking into. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this stuff here, and we'll get that started, I guess, in the comments below. And definitely have some good things coming up. I'm working on a little video right now I think you guys will enjoy, just a little bit different from this type of thing, so that'll be nice. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, definitely encourage you to do that. And yeah, that'll be that. So you've been watching Alpha Omega Survival Supply, and we'll see you in the next one.